Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty in the Garden. I am T. If you're new here, welcome. So you guys, I've been in the garden since I got off. I went and picked up my daughter and I'm back out in the garden. So what I want to talk to you guys about is some of the things that you want to keep in mind when gardening, and that is always plants. So when it comes down to gardening, you think that gardening and seeding should stop at a certain time of the season. But you always want to keep on planting, especially if you live where I live. So if you live in between zone 7 and down, believe me, you can almost plant year round, especially if you don't get snowed in. So let's get started in this garden. So what I will be doing today is I'm going to actually start getting some of these plants out of here, and then we're going to actually start planting some more items out into our gardens. Okay, so down here is my beets, and I'm actually just going to, you guys, my sinuses has been kicking my booty. When I mean this has been kicking my butt, it's been kicking my butt. And so I try to drink herbal teas, and that helps for a little while, and then honeys, it comes right back with vengeance. And so, and I do a lot, you guys, out in the garden, is either between the yard work or planting something or hedging something or trimming something. And now that I work out where there's plants, it's constantly breathing in some sort of pollen, so or some sort of dust. So honeys, my sinuses has been doing me in. Okay, so but anywho, let's go ahead and let's get to this, because I just was thinking about it while I'm filming this, because my nose is my nose itch. So anyways, so I'm gonna harvest some beets. So here's my beets, and I'm gonna actually just grab the ones that I feel that it's time to come up. You see it? I got it beet. So don't forget to enjoy these greens. Stew them down, cook them down, stir fry them, blanch them, whatever you would prefer. Like even with these leaves, you guys, you can make a nice wrap with them. Just blanch them lightly, and you can roll them, okay, and blanch them. All right, so let's see what this one here. Yeah, another beet. Another beet. Got a big old beet. It's about as big as my face. So we got some beets, and so I'm gonna harvest pretty much my bigger ones, and we're going to wash them. What I'm gonna do is actually wash them, and then once I wash them, I'm going to put them in my fridge. And then the greens, I'm going to basically cut them up, put them in a baggie, so they'll stay nice and fresh. When it comes down to your beets, you kind of just want to cut maybe a half an inch above or an inch above the actual bulb at the bottom of your plant. Okay, let's see what we got. That's a nice one. Alright, so this one's a good one. Now, I will not be harvesting all of my beets. I'm just going to harvest a few here or there. Pretty much the nice sized ones for now. And then what I'm going to do is, after I have harvested the beets, I'm actually going to go ahead and plant up some more items in the garden. So we can always have our gardens pretty filled. Alright. I'm gonna get this one too tomorrow. So I'm gonna cook these down, the greens, and then with some of the beets, I will be making some beet juice. Now I have juiced my beets and put them into ice cubes. So when I want to actually have a nice little smoothie, you guys, I can just do that very quickly and not have to worry about prepping it. So I'll prep it with the ice cubes first. So when it comes down to me just wanting to pull out and make a smoothie or something like that, I can just grab an ice cube, and I'm good to go. So I kind of like to prep ahead of time. All right, so I'm gonna grab this last one. All right, so here is some of our beets right here. And then the next thing right here, do you see here, I have a little spot that is empty. I have a spot right here that is empty. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little hole here and a little hole here. Let me clean up the bottom of this. Always cleaning up your garden's bottom of the floor so it keeps down pests in your garden. Okay, so always remove as much foliage that is basically either have no life, or it has pretty much expired. So you don't want no dead foliage because slugs and snails love it. All right, so there's two things that I want to go ahead and plant up today. And the first one is the triple curled parsley. And I'm going to plant up this lettuce here. This is the Tom Thumb. And I'm planting this for my other planter over here. This is a small, tiny variety of lettuce. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make a hole right here. And I'm literally, you guys, I'm going to take this seed because I actually want a good bit of parsley, because parsley is good for your digestion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this parsley right here. That's good. So you see the parsley right here. And then I'm going to sprinkle the Tom Thumb. And you can see I kind of just like made it like a little dip with both of them, okay? You guys can see. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add the seed. All right, so I have the seeds in that hole right here, which is like a little ridge. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch a little bit of soil over both of them since they're small seeds, just like this. Give it a good little pat. And now I have my lettuce and my parsley planted. And then once they come up, I will divide them out and place them out into the garden, because I really like to give my plants their own little space. So if you wanted to do this, you could have done this in a starter tray, or you could have started it into a planter and then plug them into individual cells later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them go ahead and grow in these little spots here. And then once it comes up, I'm going to divide it out into the garden. And that always makes sense because I show you right here, over here. So once I take up all of the beets here, okay, over here. So over here, I already have something started. And see here, I have here is a good bit of curly kale right here. This is the scarlet kale. And then this will be plugged in over here. So you always want to have something ready to go to fill in your space, because exposed soil is dead soil, because what happens, the sun beats it down and it starts to lose its value. So always having something to cover your ground, to grow into your soil, it's a benefit. So I have here is the scarlet kale that is going into the place of those beets. So let's go ahead and gather up all of our beets. And I'm really happy with all the beets that we were able to harvest today. So check it out. We have our beets. We have our beet greens. All the things that you can enjoy and you can eat off of and make a meal out of. So this is a great part about gardening. And I think sometimes we overthink gardening and think that it has to be perfect. Believe me when I tell you, there is no perfect garden. It's always whatever you put in you most likely going to get out. So just stay encouraged, enjoy the process, grow your food, and not have to worry about rather not if you did it right or wrong. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So just enjoy the process. I promise you, promise you, promise you. Once you just start to get the feel for it, then it's like, yes, I did that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on how I go about keeping my garden filled as the season goes on. But here is my beautiful beet harvest today, and I hope you like our content. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification so you can be notified when I do upload a video. And like I always tell you guys, there's beauty in everyone's garden. No matter what anyone tells you, it's beauty in everyone's garden. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, you guys. Happy gardening, and remember, keep on planting.